welcome to this video. My name is Kelly and this is When the Stars Aligned, and today we're going to talk about being a generator and overcoming shame. I have found in my own journey and with most generators I have worked with, there tends to be a core theme of shame that can really hold them back from embracing and expressing and living at the fullness of their sacral energy. And I say sacral energy because the sacral center in the human design chart is so much of what makes a generator a generator. Our sacral center links to sacral chakra, and it's all about creativity. It's all about life force. It's all about the play of life, the sensuality of life that is inherently present in all of existence, And there is a natural eros, there is a natural life force, there is a natural pulse with this center. And it is one of the most powerful forces on the planet. But it is also one of the forces that has been most distorted and hijacked and warped and have had all sorts of weird energies and stories built around. And it's something that really sells. Like, everything in this world is life force energy. It's sacral energy, music, art, media, celebrities, all that stuff. It's tapping into that inherent life force, eroticism. And the sad thing is that this force in and of itself is so natural and so innocent and so powerful in its organic expression, but it gets distorted. And then there's a lot of unpacking to do as individuals to carry and to shine that energy in a really good way. So I'm going to simplify this even more, right? Let's think of the sacral center for the intent of this video. Playful, beautiful sensuality. Even the word sensuality, I am curious, what comes up for you when you hear that word? Is it directly linked to sexuality or sex or intercourse or, like more like graphic, like R-rated images? Or is it linked to the senses? Your scent, your touch, your taste, your joy of existence. Our senses are pathways to the stars. Our senses are pathways to this deep connection with existence. And this is the inherent bottleneck we have when it comes to being embodied generators on this planet. Sacral energy has been hugely geared towards either very just like explicit realms of like sexuality, or output, work, productivity, efficiency, right? Which is what you hear a lot of people talking about as generators. All generators work. They just work, and they can work a 9 to 5 and all this. It just shows the, the old world structures and how those are not serving us. It's not about inherent explicit sexuality, and it's not about just working. It's about a deep connection to the pulse of existence, the aliveness of existence. And I would say this is what humanity is starving for the most. Humanity has more, maybe sensuality than ever, but is lacking that deep sacral energy, the true powerful sacral energy. And this is what generators really can infuse into the world. I think all people can do it, but generators were kind of these like catalysts for it, showing the world what is true embodied aliveness, what is true embodied sensuality. But getting there is a path with a few roadblocks and likely a lot of challenges. And I know for me, when I started going on this journey of embracing more of my just like inherent innocent eroticism, it brought up a lot for people around me, because we have a lot of conditioning around this. There's a lot of conditioning around what is it to be a sensual being? What is it to feel a joy and a love in your body? What is it to be delighted by the senses of existence? And I think everyone deep down wants that, but there are a lot of wounds there. So as a generator, when we learn how to develop a better relationship with our embodied sensuality, which can really be as simple as becoming more in touch with our senses, taking more time to be more present, dropping more into your feminine pillar of receptivity, man or woman, where you're taking in more of the sights around you. You're letting your gaze linger a little longer on the beautiful decals on your wall painting. You're letting yourself touch yourself with more care, with more presence. You're breathing and feeling your breath move through your body a little deeper. You're sipping and savoring and enjoying your food with more presence. This is such a natural pathway into embodied sensuality, is focusing on our senses. And I truly believe that as generators, it's one of the most powerful steps we can take. And when we take this step to become more embodied in our sensual experience of life, naturally we become more responsive. Responsiveness as a generator, right? Sacral response is not something in our head. It's not something in our thought processes. It's not something in our dreams or imaginations. It's something from deep in our body. Our senses are so primordial. Our senses are deep in our body. So tracking your sensual experience as a generator, coming home to your sensual experience, making that your art, making that your practice, making that your work of art is how can I embody more of my sensual aliveness, is going to inherently make you more responsive to life from a deep embodied place, not from your head, not from your mind, not from your intellect. We need that, of course, but that's kind of something we need a few steps down the track. In order to be in a true state of responsiveness, we have to be connected to our senses, and therefore there's an inherent sensuality to that. So this is a quick little video I just wanted to come on and share because it's something that is so simple, but it can make all of the difference. And it's something that I notice when I'm integrating this in my life, my level of responsiveness is so much more attuned and also so much more refined. And when I work with people and just help them drop more into their senses, it opens more neural pathways. We become a little bit more perceptive to our reality. We become a little bit more aware of how things like feel rather than just how they sound. We get to feel it. We get to like let experiences wash over us. We get to smell it and taste it and feel it and sink into it a little more and have an embodied response, an embodied reaction. And I think that when generators start moving from this baseline, it completely changes and revolutionizes your nature of response and makes it a lot more clear, a lot more embodied, and a lot more trustworthy. So try it out. Devote to a day of embodied sensuality and notice the next day how your responsiveness shifts. Your responsiveness shifts. Slow the moments down throughout your day. Feel more, sense more. And this is one of the most powerful keys to being a generator. It's not doing more. It's not being more high energy. It's not working harder. It's feeling more. It's sensing more so that you can respond and bring your aliveness into what you do. Because that's what makes the difference, right? You could be rushing, going all day, but if you're not present, you're not actually making impact. But when you are sensing and responding, you're going to bring so much more of you, which actually allows you to be so much more effective, so much more productive, and so much more satisfied. So just an embodied generator tip. I have a class coming up on June 1st, Sacral Mastery. It's going to be a 2+ hour long workshop. There will be a playback if you can't make it live. It's going to be real juicy and full of all sorts of goodness. So I'm going to post that below if you want to come. I'd love to see you there. And I will hopefully see you on the next video.